Hi, welcome to yoga. Today we're going to do a little bit of slowing on this. Some stability work in. You just start today. Bring up those legs, pointing those toes out. Just going to come down into goddess pose. Warm those legs up. So you come down and you come back up. That's all we're doing. So bring those legs up, those toes outward. Good. Coming down and flowing back up. Raise the arms, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, come on. Exhale, come down. Squeeze out just a little bit more. Inhale, come down and hold here. And bring those hands together in prayer. Elbows come up, pushing the hands together. So start working right up the back. So okay, holding those hands here. And deep inhale, deep exhale. Another deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. One more deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Go ahead and raise. Holding. And let me just go ahead and turn that left foot in. Right foot comes pointing to the opposite wall. Open those hips up into that forward leading foot. Making sure that knee doesn't go over the toes. Raising the arms. Turning into that warrior one position. You need to turn that left out just a little bit more. And then raise and hold. And hold. 3 to 4 breaths. Really looking to a big deep inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Lower those shoulders, roll them away. Lifting with the hand. One more deep breath in. And now this last one, deep inhale through the mouth. Lifting up with those fingers. Exhale, bring those hands down into that warrior two. To the side, opening up, flip those palms over, and take the gaze over that hand. Good, and just holding here for a couple minutes. Breath in. Exhale through the mouth. One more big deep inhale here. And exhale, we slowly lower that palm down towards the mat. Keep the neck like bent. Good. Opposite arm, you can just raise right on up. Nice T-form. Flattening that palm, side of the foot. Opening up those hips, softening on the front. Good. Front leg softening, bent. Raise that arm back up, lifting that chest, opening up that chest. Just nice stretch of that leading leg hip. Deep breaths here. Really opening that hip up. Good, deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to start to straighten that lead leg. So that leg that's bent, we're just going to start to slowly, this lead leg, slowly start to straighten it if I can. You need to keep that knee just a little bit soft. To keep that hand down, you can. Palm stays on the inside of the foot. Lifting that opposite arm. Good. Straight leg triangle. And breathe. Relax that neck, the chest. As you take that lean left hand, bring it down right next to the opposite hand. Turning into that low lunge position. So, a low lunge, back leg is straight, lifting up off the mat. So, lifting up with that back leg. Both my palms, both my hands on the inside of my foot. And then lifting up my chest. Opening up that straight leg hip. Bring the chest. Arms all up. That back leg is sloped. Really working that really leg hip. Come on, deep breaths. So I'm going to lower that back foot. Flip that foot over. Emily's making noise. Flip that back foot over. And shift that weight back. Just shifting that weight back onto the back knee. Front foot starts to raise up, coming into a flexing position. And if you can, taking that forward leg, just lowering it down to the shin. Just nice little soft and just good. Hands can be on the ground on both sides of the leg. Stretching like that. Just a nice soft one. Good work. Good rest. Thank you. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, you start to shift that weight forward and come right into that lower right leg. So I'm coming up into my lunge position, making sure my knee isn't going over my toe, and that back leg upward, kind of on that slant. Just a nice slant in my back leg. Good. Hand here, flipping that foot over. Hand here, we're going to take a deep inhale. I like to take both my hands towards my hand, top of my quad. Really deep inhale through the nose, and on that exhale, it's going to raise it off the mat. Back knee comes up off the mat. One over one here, holding good. Really working that back here. Couple more breaths. Just float that back knee up if you can. If not, just go ahead and stay in that lower lunge position. Deep breath. Lower that knee back down. Shift that weight on back, lifting that front foot up into the flex position. Lowering the forehead down to the shin. Last one, stay in the mat. Sometimes I grab my foot. I'm getting comfortable. And then I stretch. 50 breaths. And focus on that foot. 50 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, shifting your weight back forward. Back up into that low lunge position. This time I'm going to take my opposite hand, placing it right on the inside of my foot here. Good. I'm going to take that back leg, tucking my back toes under. Really inhaling here. Exhale, lifting, floating that back leg up, right back into that low lunge position. And then I'm twisting your body. Facing away, facing towards that knee, and lifting that opposite arm. If you can't quite get here, we can stay in that low lunge position. You can keep that knee down if it's easier for you to keep the knee down and just get that twist in. If you're able to flip that back leg up, we're going to flip that back. Bring that hand down, lowering that back knee, flipping the foot over, shifting the weight back, coming into that half square core time, lifting that front foot up, coming into a flex position, forehead comes down to the shin. And this can be at one size for bends. And grab that flow if you feel it. And then just lift and down, and just stretch out. Lift it from here. And roll back up onto that front leg. Hug that back leg up, and we're just going to shift. So, I'm over to center. Point both my feet forward. Get a nice soft bend in my knees. Just staying low, staying here. Shifting the weight, centering the weight, ranging in the hips and coming down as well. Forward. And going into that weight, just put that forehead on into the bars of the feet. So moving the hands just a little bit. Solid hands. Just get that nice stretch in. Take deep breaths too. So you can do that over and over. Move it. So you can just lean into that. Stretch your face. You start to roll up to make a move. Rolling back up into standing position. Good. Take it up to the opposite leg. So opposite leg points towards the room, towards the back of the room. Start. I can't talk. Opposite legs pointing forward. We know how to do work one. You don't need me to explain it. Arms come up, opening up those hips, twisting things out. Position your back foot if you need to, raising from each point to 41. I can't. Breathe everything. Roll your shoulders away. Right back. Fingertips just floating up and away. Hands are floating. Now through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Start to lower those arms in warrior two. Taking that gaze over the front leg. Opening up that chest. No shoulders. Holding the breath. Start to lower. Bring that palm down underneath there. Good. Then you get still bent from your front knee. Still bend. Back leg straight. Point it outwards. Palms will come down right on the inside of my foot here. And that leave leg bend. Right up from my opposite arm. Good. And just opening up that chest. Opening up those hips. Tension on the neck. Just a couple deep breaths here. On your hip. Deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale, we start to straighten. So, to adjust that back foot, you can. Lead leg is in the same position, but instead of my knee being bent, I'm going to slowly start to straighten it. So if I can get it all the way straight, I'm going to keep it straight. If I need to keep it just a little bit bent to keep my palm down, that's okay. Palm hand still on the inside of the foot, opposite hand is raised. Good. And we're just moving. Do the hands. Moving those hips together. Let's here. Lift up and down. And so you start to lower that raised hand, bring it down right on the inside of my foot, just right next to the other hand. So both hands inside of my foot, turning my back leg and lowering into that position. So I'm going to go lunge now. Back leg is floating up off the mat. And if you need to come down and rest that one, you're able to float that back leg up. Float it up and down. Lift the hands on the inside of it. And just lift the chest and the knee. So the arms are starting to keep long. And lift up the options. Okay. Now to shift that way back. Shifting that way back. Foot comes up into a flex position. Grab the foot, keep both hands on the side, very comfortable. And just lower and bring the forehead down to the shoulder. And stretch it. Spreading these. So wait for it, maybe that one. Do not wait for it. Making sure. Anytime you adjust, making sure my knees are point. When I go back leg, you want that nice angle in that back leg. And if you can here, we can keep up those palms. Come on. Top of the thigh. If you're unable to do this, go ahead and stay that position. Shoot that back foot is flipped over. Keep breathing. And exhale. Slow that in the bottom. Keep pulling. Lift that one backwards, right? That knee, that ass good. Lift that one, put up in the fixed position all in your hip. Floating consolidation. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, just shift back into that low position. Moving the outside hand, opposite hand, and the lead foot placing around on the inside of that foot. And if you can, you raise that back leg, foot that back leg. You're able to fold that leg, foot back leg. Really sing at the spine. Raising it up, sing it good. Really sing that up, foot it up. Body to balance. Release that front foot. Nice flex position. Lowering the foot down to the shoulder. Hold that 15 breaths here. Right down to the hands, pulling right down into our bottoms, bring those feet together and open up into that butterfly. Just really stretch those hips out. Work a lot of those hips today. Feet come together, stretching, opening those hips, open, 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 lifting with the chest, coming up onto those sit bones if you can. So that body just a little bit so that I'm balancing on those sit bones. That's where I'm working. Lengthening through the spine, good. Bring that forward. Open. Then keep those feet together if you can. Just twisting that body around. Position that body so you can lift it forward. Feet stay together. Butterfly open position. And go ahead and lay back, keeping those feet together. Stretch those arms up overhead if you can. Start to release that far back. Go ahead and start to melt into that mat. Letting those knees just widen and stretch. No forcing. Just letting the knees go forward this way. Good. And as your arms come down to the side, palms facing up, and letting into today's Savasana. You can stay here for as long as you like. Put those legs up those knees a little bit. And don't your Savasana, get a little bit of stretching. Stay here and breathe for as long as you like. Into and enjoy this to be there. And when you're ready, you can come back out of your Savasana pose and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.